and Brian McCone. McCone in the purple singlet with the white across the top. Hansen. Bushy hair in the Cardinal singlet. So they work towards the scorer's table. And McCone drives Hansen out of bounds. 23 seconds gone first period, no score. Hansen a couple of hand taps. Circles McCone. Well, they work into a little front headlock by McCone. Just drop down to a double leg. Hansen blocks that. Work right at the far edge of the 10-foot circle. McCone tries a shot. Hansen pushes back into him. Hansen reaches down for a single leg. Go back to that tie up. McCone pushing on Hansen as he work towards the near edge, and he'll be out of bounds.
We've got Fort Morgan's Jacob Gherkin 2 matches away in a consolation match. If we can mix that in between a couple of semifinal matches coming up.
38 seconds of counting first period. No score between Hansen and McCone. Tie up, banging foreheads. McCone tries a little shot. Hansen blocks that. They come up in lateral drop position, and McCone kind of backs out of bounds. And they'll have to restart. Hansen drops down to a single leg. McCone blocks that. Back over towards the scorer's table. Down to 5 seconds here in the first period. And we'll head to the second period, no score. Hansen wins the toss, defers, and McCone wants a down position. Hansen moving in on the right side. We're underway second period. McCone gets in a set out position. Hansen follows him around.
Now wrestling mat 228.
McCone sets out again. Hansen a little high there for a second. Just try to put a grapevine in. McCone's just going to spin around and come up behind Hansen in the 10-foot circle. And we get a stalling warning on Hansen. McCone trying to just keeping his shoulder right in the middle of Hansen's back. Coming out to the side. Just trying to get a hammerlock back there on the left wrist, or all he's doing is just doing that, putting his hand between Hansen's legs and pushing him around. He hasn't really tried any move at all. And Hansen trying to build a little bit of a base. Hiding behind the scoreboards there. There's Hansen broken flat. McCone has yet to do anything from the top. He's content to ride. So just reaches between the legs and busts Hansen forward and hangs on to the other wrist.
We also have Caleb Christensen out in a semifinal match on mat number 3 as well. And in that match, looks like he is leading 2-zip.
Is that down 2-zip?
Can't see a leg band. Yeah, he is down 2-zip as they head to the second period.
Okay. We're looking at third period, waiting for the clock to go into order. McCone up 2-0. We've got to get 2 minutes up there on for the third period. Got 20 seconds back. A little trouble with the clock. Hansen down 2-0 to Brian McCone. Okay, now we're ready. Hansen sets, going in on the right side. Hansen trying to hit a quick switch right off the whistle. Going to grab a leg and try to do that pick and step the beaters like to use. Driving Hansen towards the edge.
Tough Gibson also out on the mat as well. He's going for a pin. Tough Gibson has his opponent on mat number 2 on his back. And he gets the pin.
Well, I think that's
Holmes.
somebody else.
Sorry, I've got the wrong. I'm ahead of man.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
one number ahead. I thought that was 306. That was 305.
Okay.
Orange singlet. I saw it.
Okay, Brian McCone with a near wrist and he'll bust Hansen forward. Hansen got dinged real early on a stall. McCone has done nothing from the top for well over a period and he's still hanging on to that 2-0 lead.
Caleb Christensen continues to trail by a score of 4-1. Just under a minute to go in the second period of that 189-pound semifinal match.
Hansen tries to stand up. McCone grabs an ankle and settles that down. Now do what he's done for 3 minutes here, just stick his hand between Hansen's legs and bust him forward till they run out of room. And Jacob Gherkin's being called. Finally, no, I thought they were going to call a stall warning on McCone, but they're just going to say he's on top.
Now here's Tough Gibson and Marino out on mat number 2.
Caleb Christensen of Akron still on mat 3, and now we have Fort Morgan's Jacob Gherkin on mat number 1. So 4 area wrestlers all of a sudden after a lot of the night not having any.
I think that's not Gherkin.
Yeah, that's not Gherkin.
Maybe he's next available. And we get a
yeah, he's the next matchup.
Another point on a stalling on Hansen, and McCone hasn't done nothing for 4 minutes. I can't believe that one. As sometimes I think you get a regional referee that likes somebody and they get a call a little bit different. Hansen still on the bottom with 33 seconds left. We get a false start against McCone.
Caleb Christensen trailing 4-1. 14 seconds left in the second period there, and Tough Gibson and Marino out underway as well.
Hansen trying to hit a switch off the whistle, where McCone steps over it. And now just grab that tight waist, reaching for a half Nelson. Hansen trying a little arm drag. And we get a stalling warning and a point to Hansen. They finally call McCone. They must have called one earlier somewhere. That makes it 3-1 with 13 seconds. They'll restart. Had Cal Charrington up with a lot of coaching on the sideline. Go sit down, Cal. They don't want to hear it.
Caleb Christensen a break going into the third period. He trails 4-1. No score yet in Tough Gibson's match. Scoreless, 15 seconds left in the first period there.
13 seconds left. A little Granby roll by Hansen. He can't break free of McCone. And clock down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And McCone just hanging on as he has for about 5 minutes, and he'll be the winner, 3-1 over Shay Hansen. Maybe that's why they waited 4 minutes to get the official they wanted down there. I don't know about that one.
I thought you promised, Rob.